Well, hello again, everyone. I'm Art Regner. Welcome to the video blog. Welcome to the Sports Corner. And before we begin, this is football picks for Week 7 of football action, college and pro. And yes, my hair is still celebrating the Tigers clinching the American League pennant last night over the New York Yankees to sweep them out of the playoffs. Tigers, of course, winning 4-0 the series, and then winning last night 8-1. And if anybody has a colic, you know exactly what I deal with every day. The hair's going wherever it wants, so I'm just going to live with it. Let's get to our football picks. Last week I was 2-3-1. There was a push last week, and that was Notre Dame and Stanford. Stanford deserved better, I thought, but Notre Dame was favored by 7. They won by 7, but of course that is a push, so I guess technically it counts as a tie. That's what the gamblers tell me. And I'm not a big gambler, but here you go. Here's last week's picks. As you can tell, I tell you a lot of thought goes over it, and yeah, that's for some sort of St. Jude, good organization there. Anyway, so 2-3-1 last week for the season, 16-19-1, and on my Karsh House Lock of the Week, I am 5-1 because last week I did pick Northwestern to beat Minnesota and by more than 3.5, and they did. All right, you know what? I'm still in euphoria land about the Tigers, but let's get to football picks. Big game coming up in Ann Arbor tomorrow. Let's start with the big one right away. Michigan, a 9.5-point favorite over Michigan State. Michigan State is capable of winning this game each and every year, regardless of the team's records. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. However, you've got to believe with the way Michigan's defense is playing, the way State's offense is struggling, and this being Denard Robinson's last chance, I think, and nobody on the Michigan roster ever beating Michigan State. If the Wolverines aren't motivated for this game, then they should even don the maize and blue. I'm picking Michigan to win this game. I'm giving Michigan State 9.5 points. Another game, Notre Dame is in South Bend. Do they ever leave South Bend? I guess I want to know. Maybe that's their deal with the ACC. They never have to leave South Bend. Anyway, they're hosting Brigham Young, the Cougars. Two independents, the two major independents, kind of left in the besides the Air Force, or pardon me, not Air Force, but Navy and Army. Notre Dame is hosting Brigham Young. The Fighting Irish are favored by 13. Maybe it's divine intervention. I don't know. I'm picking Notre Dame to win that game. Notre Dame to win and giving Brigham Young 13 points. Big Ten affair. Nebraska is on the road at Northwestern. Nebraska plays Michigan next week in a nationally televised game at 8 o'clock. Which will go right to head-to-head with the World Series, unfortunately. But Nebraska could be looking ahead. Northwestern is a very good football team. I think that Northwestern wins this game. Northwestern's at home, so I'm taking Northwestern in the points, even though I think that they win outright. But Northwestern's getting 6.5 in their own stadium over the Cornhuskers. I like Northwestern. Turning to our pros, Chicago Monday night affair hosting our beloved Detroit Lions. Lions are 5-point dogs in this. I think the Lions either win this game outright or they cover. I really do. I think that Detroit, for whatever it is, even when they lose, they're going to lose close. I think 5 points is just too much then against the Chicago Bears. Obviously, we have the process catch a couple of years ago, or whatever the heck the league called it with Calvin Johnson. I just think that the Lions are primed. I think that they're ready. I can see them winning this game, but I definitely see them covering. So I take Detroit getting 5 against the Bears. Another NFC North team, Green Bay Packers, 5.5-point favorites on the road at St. Louis. After what they did to the Texans, Aaron Rodgers is good. I'm going with Green Bay. I'm giving St. Louis the 5.5 points. Now, my Karsh House Lock of the Week, where I've been very, very good all season long with a 5-1 record. Iowa is hosting the Penn State Nittany Lions. I just don't believe in Iowa. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't know how they're doing it. How can a team lose to Iowa State, lose to Central Michigan at home, and then somehow beat the MSU Spartans? And granted, weather might have been played a part in it, but I like Penn State in this game, getting 3 points to defeat Iowa. That's my Karsh House Lock of the Week, is Penn State getting 3 against the Iowa Hawkeyes, even though the game is in Iowa City. So real quickly, let's go over our picks again. Michigan, 9.5-point favorite at home against Michigan State. I like Michigan to win this game. If they're ever going to do it, and do it big. Tomorrow is the day, Saturday in Ann Arbor. Notre Dame hosting Brigham Young, giving Brigham Young the Cougars 13 points. I like Notre Dame in that game. Nebraska on the road is a 6.5-point favorite to defeat Northwestern. I like Northwestern to win this game, but certainly the Wildcats will cover. In the pro ranks, Chicago hosting the Detroit Lions Monday night. The Bears favored by 5. I like the Lions to cover this game, even if they lose. I think the Lions will lose by less than 5. And I think they could actually win that football game. Green Bay, 5.5 on the road. 5.5-point favorite, that is, on the road against St. Louis. I like the Packers all day in this game. Aaron Rodgers is on, and I just think that they're going to tear up St. Louis. Although St. Louis is a pretty good defensive team. 5.5 might be too much. I still like the Pack. And then in my Karsh House Lock of the Week, I like the Penn State Nittany Lions to defeat the Iowa Hawkeyes on the road. Penn State on the road at Iowa. Iowa favored by 3. So I'm taking Penn State and the points. So that'll do it until we meet again. And don't forget, coming up Monday, another Lunch with Art on FoxSportsDetroit.com as we will break down the World Series. Probably the Tigers and the Cardinals, but I'm not going to write the Giants just off yet. So I also will be doing a video blog Saturday night from Ann Arbor after the Michigan State game. So everyone have a safe and pleasant one. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy all the sports. Get outside and maybe do something kind of weird and actually read a book. I mean, a real book. Not one of these things, like a book. I have a book around here. I really do. You know, okay, here, wait. No, not that one. Here. Yeah, read a book. Anyway, I'll see you. I'm euphoric. I'm giddy. I'm giddy with Tiger excitement. What can I say? Have a safe and pleasant one, as I keep saying over and over again. I'm Art Regner for Fox Sports Detroit. See you. Bye-bye.